Lamar Jackson holds the record for the most rushing yards by a quarterback in a single season, 1,206, set in 2019, his MVP year with the Baltimore Ravens. That number alone is impressive. But the more interesting story is what the rest of the all-time list looks like around it. Quarterbacks have been running the ball for as long as the position has existed. Fran Tarkenton and Steve Young are often held up as the pioneers of the scrambling quarterback. Neither one ever had a season inside the top 20 on this list. Their best single seasons sit somewhere around 400 to 650 yards, closer to a part-time role player's total than a record setter's. The real early landmark belongs to a much less famous name, Bobby Douglas of the 1972 Chicago Bears, who ran for 968 yards that season. It stood as the standard for 18 years, until Randall Cunningham ran for 942 with the Eagles in 1990, technically short of Douglas's mark, but part of the same slow decade-spaced progression. Michael Vick finally broke Douglas's record in 2006, rushing for 1,039 yards with the Atlanta Falcons, the first quarterback ever to clear 1,000 rushing yards in a season. For a while, Vick's number looked like the ceiling for the position. It held for 13 years. Then in 2019, Lamar Jackson ran for 1,206 yards and reset the record by a wide margin. It's the fastest a rushing record at this position has ever been broken and then run away from in NFL history. Look at the full top 20 single-season rushing totals by a quarterback in NFL history, and something jumps out. 13 of those 20 seasons happened in just a 6-year stretch, 2019 through 2024. Zoom in further, and 5 of the top 10 seasons ever recorded happened in that same 6-year window. The other 5 are spread across 42 years, from Douglas in 1972 to Russell Wilson's 849-yard season in 2014. And it isn't just Jackson padding those numbers by himself. Justin Fields ran for 1,143 yards in 2022, still the second best season ever. Jaden Daniels put up 891 yards in 2024 as a rookie. Kyler Murray, Josh Allen, Jalen Hurts, and Robert Griffin III all have seasons inside the top 20 as well. Griffin's rookie season back in 2012 and Russell Wilson's in 2014 are both over a decade old now, and they'd still crack this list today. This isn't one outlier, it's an entire era of the position moving at once. Still, one name shows up more than anyone else. Lamar Jackson occupies 6 of the 20 spots on this list: 2019, 2020, 2021, 2022, 2023, and 2024. Nobody else has more than 3. Michael Vick is next, with 3 appearances of his own. Raw yardage totals hide one complication. Quarterbacks in this list didn't all play the same number of games. Douglas set his mark in a 14-game season back in 1972. Most of the list from the late 70s through 2020 comes from 16-game seasons. Everything from 2021 onward is measured over 17 games. Adjust for that, and the picture shifts. Jackson's record-setting 2019 season came in just 15 games. He missed the regular season finale, which works out to just over 80 yards per game, the highest rate on the entire list. Project that pace across a full 17-game season, and it comes out to roughly 1,367 yards. Douglas's 968 yards, projected forward from his 14-game season to 17 games, comes out to around 1,176, suddenly just 30 yards behind Jackson's actual total, despite happening 47 years earlier. Here's the twist that puts Jackson's 2019 season in real perspective. How would it have ranked against that year's running backs? The top 5 rushers in the entire NFL that season were Derrick Henry with 1,540, Nick Chubb with 1,494, Christian McCaffrey with 1,387, Ezekiel Elliott with 1,357, and Chris Carson with 1,230. Jackson's 1,206 rushing yards as a quarterback would have landed him just outside the league's top 5 rushers overall, running back or quarterback. Compare that to Douglas back in 1972. That year's actual rushing leader, O.J. Simpson, ran for 1,251 yards, meaning Douglas's landmark quarterback season wasn't even in the same range as the best running back of his own era. The league's overall rushing volume has grown enormously since then, and Jackson's season stands out precisely because it competes with, rather than trails far behind, the best pure runners of his own time. So where does this leave the record now? Through the 2025 season, the most recent one completed, no quarterback has come close. The league's leading QB rusher in 2025 was Josh Allen, with 579 yards, less than half of Jackson's mark. Nobody has finished within 200 yards of 1,206 since Jackson's own follow-up season in 2020, when he ran for 1,005 yards. That gap has actually grown wider almost every year since, not narrower, a sign of just how unusual Jackson's 2019 season really was. That record is only 6 years old and still growing. Subscribe for more.